guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome, cross watchers for Capricorn. And if you're new to the channel, very happy to have you here. So I'm pulling from Gateway of Light Activation, Oracle, to activate the reading. Let's see what message comes through. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. It's a nice message for you today, living with grace and embracing sensitivity. Yeah, we had a big month. July was huge. We're moving into August, and we are in the Lionsgate portal, which opens 26th, 7th, 8th of July, closes on the 11th or 12th of August, but the primary date is 8/8. So it's a big portal, that energetic portal. I'll be talking about more as we get into the month of August. So August has bigger energies, and it's a great portal for energy shifts and so the uniqueness and the sensitivity really is a great message to open with today. So as we close out July and move into August, and the energy shifts. So that was a nice message for you. Also keep in mind, this is a general, not a private reading, so may not resonate for everybody. Always best to take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Energies can come through reversed. So as I go through and I say you, I may be speaking directly to the cross watcher. So keep that in mind. Here we go. Oh. Seven of Wands is what we open with. Seven of Wands well, let's see what's crossing at Five of Swords. So there is definitely some sort of energy where you may be feeling a little defensive, pushing back against something you perceive as either sabotage or a little gaslighty. Even if you feel that you're being met with some kind of situation where it's like a zero-sum game, and you're having none of it. So that's the energy we're opening up with, the root of the problem. Yeah. Well, you know, the devil card itself is associated with the sign of Capricorn and ruled by Saturn. And the reason why is because, you know, Saturn is the great teacher and the Lord of Karma. That's how we make that connection, and can be very rigid, very structured. Lots of limitation, rules and regs, right? And so that's the association. But being that this is at the root of the problem, we could have a lot of shadow artifact involved here. There could be, you know, some manipulation at play here, especially with this Five of Swords crossing you. And there could be just energies that feel more karmic in nature. And I feel like you are, whoever you are watching, maybe pushing back against that. Okay, and in the past, Knight of Swords, this could be even argumentative, right? Like something that was said with temper. The Knights make offers, and it could have been something that was offered verbally. It could have been something that was said in haste and with anger, rage, fury. Let's see, top of mind, Nine of Wands. Almost like you're at the end of your ropes here. The Nine of Wands can be about perseverance, but it can also be that sign that, you know, this is exhausting me, and I don't know how much further I can go. So top of mind is this is too much. And in the near future, King of Wands. Well, the King of Wands can be that person who is sort of who you might be up against. It can be in reversed energy, the unavailable lover, or someone who, wants what they want when they want it on their terms. Okay? Instead of being more desirous of a connection of equals, can be more about, well, I'll let you know when it works for me. So that might be why I'm feeling a sense of a little bit of game playing or zero-sum game. I get what I want or nobody gets nothing. The message from Spirit is the Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters, getting beyond the turbulence here. Hidden energy of this person, though, is the Lovers. I was almost going to say, methinks thou dost protest too much. I feel like you're up against someone who's making, look at the cards, same card, they're the same card, okay? And so there's this energy that I feel is coming through that is trying to over control the situation, but it's like a head fake. Because the truth of how this person really feels is more the Lovers. But it's almost like they're going kicking and screaming. They're going kicking and screaming. Because the Lovers card is a card of choice, and it's a choice we make of our own free will. And with the Devil, we don't have choice. We kind of rage against the machine. We want to control something here, right? Control lest we be controlled. So I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with here, and remember, this could be reversed. I could be talking about you, so own it if it's what you're going through. We're human. I feel almost like this person, whoever this is, though, really does love you, and deep down inside in the hidden energy, this choice, it's a big one. It's a big one. They're going kicking and screaming. And in the outcome position, right? How might things unfold going forward? I almost feel like if you can manage it, if you can just hang on a little while longer, I do see something unfolding that will benefit you and the future of this connection, for the long haul. Something's going a little wonky with my computer right now, so I'm hoping that we're still recording. Yeah, we are. Okay. So very interesting, right? To open up with, you kind of pushing back. And I don't feel you're resisting this person. I think you're resisting tactics. There's a tactic going on here, right? And you're like, no. Mm-mm. And I feel that you're at this point where you're kind of like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. And I can't wait to see what this King of Wands, that was an interesting slip. This King of Wands, what kind of energy shows up in the near future. But Spirit's letting you know you are going to get beyond this and get the peace of mind and into calmer waters. And this is the kicker. So hang with me. And I love that you also get the embracing sensitivity message here, because this person might need a little sensitivity, because they're screaming, I don't wanna, right? but they wanna. Okay. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords. There's the sun. There's the world. There's the star. Yeah. Like there's all this happiness and dreams and, you know, that you've held, and wishes, the potential to be granted, and endings of difficult cycles so we can have the new beginning. But it's lessons that have to be learned here, right? There's so much happiness that awaits you, but there's a cycle. This is Saturn. The World card is Saturn. And I feel like there's something here that's possibly even cyclical in this relationship dynamic you've got going on. And, you know, some people fear success. Some people don't believe they deserve nice things, right? My wishes don't come true. My dreams don't come true. I can't have nice things. You know, happiness doesn't belong to me. And as a result, they kind of operate from a disruptor paradigm. Something's going too good, got to disrupt it. And that's what I feel I'm seeing here, that you are seeing a little bit of a disruptor pattern, because things are going very well. But this is a cycle, and I feel if it's a repeated cycle, you're recognizing the pattern, and you're like, enough. So let's see what the devil energy says. The Fool. There's the Five of Swords again. And the Three of Wands. So the root of the problem is this person is not a real risk taker. So, you know, not taking any leaps of faith, being very rigid, keeping themselves very small. And with that Five of Swords, right, that kill or be killed mentality, eat or be eaten, however you want to say it, because they anticipate the worst. So this is someone who anticipates the worst. So they want to control things, and if they can't get their way, they'll, you know, by hook or crook, they're gonna. And so can tend to be a little on the manipulative side. And I feel I'm coming into this reading at a point where you're like, yeah, no, we're not having that today. No. You know that saying, not today, Satan, not today. Knight of Swords in the past. Magician, Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords again. So the little bookends of the Knight of Swords. The cards from the bottom of the deck are what you can't see. So it's either in your unconscious awareness, their unconscious awareness, playing out behind the scenes somehow. So somewhere along the way, you manifested some truth out of this person. And I feel like things for a while might have been good. And even if it came through temper, even if it came through a slip of the tongue, right? Like they said something, you brought it about. Somehow you brought it about, and it left you feeling like, all right, that's good. That's good. I'm okay with that. And it left with some kind of energy of emotional self-satisfaction. Like, yeah, this feels good. So I feel that's why you stayed engaged in the situation, invested in the connection. But here we are looped back around again. So I'm definitely talking to those of you where this is a bit of a pattern, right? That you kind of keep cycling through this kind of a up-down situation. I'm not seeing in and out as much as up-down, like highs and lows. So let's see the Nine of Wands, top of mind for you. Page of Swords, got your eye on, Two of Wands, and the Death card. Yeah, like, if things don't change, what's my next move, right? If things don't change, because you're kind of exhausted, you're wrung out. Nine of Wands is, like I said, it can be about perseverance and not throwing in the towel, but it can also tip the other way. So Page of Swords, your curiosity is up and you've got your eye on this situation, because Two of Wands would be, what do I want? Like, in a world of possibilities, what do I want? And what path is going to get me there? And you may even be thinking, because this path is not getting me to the happiness that I dream of. And the Death card from the bottom of the deck is maybe in your unconscious awareness, you would need to see some change, right? Because the Death card is about, tell them, Leo. It can be about ending and death and loss and all that, but it's also about growth, change, and transformation. So you would need to see some change in order to stay where you are, instead of reaching out to head in another direction, in a new direction. King of Wands in the near future. Strength card. Devil. King of Pentacles. So, what did I say at the beginning? Methinks thou dost protest too much. And they're going kicking and screaming. And here we have it. The only card in the tarot deck that overcomes the devil is the Strength card. There it is. So we have a King of Wands who is going to overcome their control. You may see this change that you're waiting for or persevering for. And what's there on the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. That's the one that shows up for you. That's the one that says, I'm present. I'm here. I'm invested. Because that's the one that's like a masculine archetype for a life partner that we move through life with in this incarnation. So I feel like you, Leo, I told you I'm working. I'm sorry. You can go outside anytime you want. You just have to be brave enough to go through the door. New cat door, and he's afraid of the flap because it's weighted. He doesn't want to push against it because he thinks it's going to hit him in the face. Poor little baby. So you see what I'm saying? This person has to kind of gather up their strength, courage, and confidence to overcome that part of their nature that likes to control things and by any means necessary to get their way, is gonna realize, yeah, that's not gonna fly anymore, because you're helping them see that that's not gonna fly anymore. And what I love to see from the bottom of the deck is that in their inner frame, it's about the King of Pentacles. It's about being someone you can rely on and depend on. Right? That isn't flaky, that, isn't over controlling, that's solid. And someone that, is responsible as a partner. Got it? So you want change, you're going to see some change. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Sorry about the cat. He's not happy. Six of Swords, Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, it's not that the love isn't there. It's that this person loves you dearly and deeply, just not great at expressing it. I feel like Spirit's saying, don't get too lost in your disappointment or disillusionment. you will be set free of that and just, kind of let things unfold organically. The love is there. The love is there. We got the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. What king are we missing? Oh, we're missing the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is about honor, integrity. That's the king that is the strategist of the tarot, the one that operates from a cause greater than themselves, the one that would do right by you, that has your best interest at heart. So in tarot, now I know it's a mix of from the main spread and from clarifiers, so I usually want to see them all from the main spread, but just for your own edification, when you see 3 of one, like from the court cards, it's the one that's missing that holds the key to what's really important. Okay, so that King of Swords is sort of like the missing key. All right, let's see the Lover's card and the hidden energy for this person. Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. They don't want you to walk away. They're going to try to stop you from leaving them, from walking away. They're definitely quite motivated now. The Ace of Wands, a divine gift of inspired passion from Spirit, that Spirit hands you the ace, you got to grab it and run. And that's what I feel I see. This person like, no, I choose you. I choose us. I choose you. Don't leave me. Don't go. And will try to kind of block you because now they know internally, they know in their unconscious awareness, holy crap, this person's going to leave me. And so they're motivated now. Okay. Driven, in fact, to reignite this torch of passion between you and make sure that you know that they choose you. And you will see this changed person. So I'm glad that you're kind of top of mind as 9 of Wands, because in that moment you can be saying, I'm at my wit's end. My back is, I'm feeling like I'm against the ropes and I can't take any more of sparring with this person and their dark energy, and that's it. And so that's your energy now, right? Is I'm about to tap out of this situation. I don't want to be in a boxing ring. I don't want to slug it out all the time. And then this person is like, no, right? Like they can sense it. You can sense someone's energy when they're about to say, boom, done, finito. And some of us, take things to heart, and we realize I'm about to lose the best thing I've ever had. And it's enough. It's enough to make us change. And, they say you can't change a person, but a person can change on a dime if it's important enough to them. So that's what I think I'm seeing, is like the last death rattle of this person's, of a character flaw that they're about to overcome because they want to, because they choose you. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, fresh start. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. And I really truly don't know who the Capricorn is. You could both be, for all I know, because I've got Capricorn here from this, what I presume is the Divine Masculine. And I got a Queen of Pentacles, and she is associated with Capricorn as well. But I feel like this person in the, how things unfold going forward, I feel we have a fresh start, and this person coming in to offer you, make a solid offer to you as Queen of Pentacles, meaning now we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. nice power couple here in 3D, and they're going to take their time. They're going to come in with, clarity, with purpose, with intention. This person will absolutely be making an offer that will have longevity written on it, right? Like, I see a future with you. I want to build a life with you. That kind of an offer. But, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So they have to start somewhere, and they're going to certainly need to start with making an absolute conscious effort to overcome this part of their nature that is damaging this connection. And they can do it. They can do it. Okay? You got to just give this a little time if you're so inclined. If not, if it's too damaging, or if there's any kind of abuse involved, obviously this is not your reading. Ixnay everything that I've said and get out of that. But if this is just a cycle of highs and lows, and you've reached your breaking point, it will be interesting to see what, I'm going to call it, the King of Wands has to say in the extended. So I'm going to go to the extended. The links are in the description box below. There are 3 options. 2 of them are memberships that renew each month, so be sure you're reading what it is before you buy. And let me give you the astrology before I do. Thanks for joining. If you enjoy my style, the way I read, the way I interpret, the way I communicate, and you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. That's real important, and not just for me, but for all of us here, working for you and bringing you messages, using tarot or other divination methods. We really need your subscriptions. That's how we create community, and that's how we stay on this platform. So please do subscribe below. Here is what I have for you. The Sun, Leo. The World card, Saturn. Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. The Star, Aquarius. Devil comes out twice here, Capricorn. The Fool, the planet Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. We have the Knight of Swords twice, Gemini. Magician is Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. We have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Death card, Scorpio. King of Wands, Leo. Strength card, Leo. King of Pentacles, Taurus. King of Cups, Scorpio. Lover's card, Gemini. A lot of Gemini in this reading. Very interesting. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo in the Knight of Pentacles, and more Capricorn here in the Queen of Pentacles. And your beautiful oracle, Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Oh, bless you if you can live with grace after this reading. I am headed to the extended, where we will see everything from this King of Wands perspective, how they see this connection, how they feel about you, what their intentions are, the whole Megillah. So follow me there. I'll be there in a second. Bye for now.